It's so interesting how the same inconvenience can produce two completely different reactions based on what or who causes it. I mean, someone says something to you and you're so mad, you're so angry. Why would you say that to me? Don't ever say that to me again. And someone says the same thing to you and you're like, oh yeah, it's fine, I understand. And I just keep asking myself, why? Hello, beautiful human. You're welcome to A Walk With AFI. I remain your wonderful and awesome host, Afi. If this is your first time here, hi, you're so welcome. So good to have you join us on this wonderful work. Like, I'm sending you a great job because I'm really excited to have you here. And if you are one of my returning listeners, you already know how we do it here. So please don't let me stress myself. Just bring out your hands. Let's chop knuckle and let's have it done. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy that you're also tuning into this wonderful episode. I hope that this episode finds you guys doing amazingly well. And I hope that whenever you are listening to this episode, there's been a reason for you to smile today. Yes, please do not allow anything to steal your joy. So yes, hope you've been able to smile today. Thank you for joining and let's dive deep, right? Now I have a gist for you guys. Okay. So some weeks ago, something happened and I just need to tell you guys about it. For somebody that really goes out, there's something I do whenever I want to go out. Like when I'm going out, I have everything figured out. I'm already planning, okay, I'm visiting this person, this is what I'm wearing, the top, the trousers, the footwear, oh, this is how I'll pack my hair, this is how I want to smell. I just love to like figure everything out because I'm like, I don't go out often. So yes, I'm always excited when I'm going out, especially if I'm seeing a friend or a family member. I'm always very, very excited. So that was it. I already planned my week. I was like, yeah, it's been so long I've been out and I need to go see a friend. I was like, okay, so today I'm having a meeting and tomorrow I'll just go for my visitation. That was my plan. I already had everything planned out. I reached out to my friend. It was already a done deal that yes, I'm going out to visit a friend, and that's it. And on the day of the meeting, everything was on point. My laptop was fully charged, ready, my network on point. Every single thing that I needed for the meeting was ready. My notebook, my pen, because if you're like me, I love to write. Like people ask me, you still use pen and paper? I'm like, yes, I still use pen and paper. Why are you shocked? They're like, in this digital time where you can always have, your notepad on your laptop, and I do have a notepad on my laptop that I use. I have notes on my phone. I have, Google Workspace and all of the writing materials, but I still just love to see my pen and my paper. So please allow me. And yes, everything was ready, including myself, including my, state of mind. Everything was ready. And few minutes to the meeting starting, my phone screen lit up and there was a message. So I unlocked my phone, I checked my message. I read the message for the first time. I was like, what's happening? I dropped my phone. I said, let me calm down. Maybe I'm misreading this. I took my phone again to read. I was like, oh God, what is this? This is not true. I can't believe this. And I had to drop the phone again and just think for a moment that this did not just happen. But unfortunately, guys, it happened. My meeting was postponed. It was not even postponed to, okay, few minutes later or 2 hours later. Let's just say later in the day. No, that wasn't the case. It was postponed to the next day. Yeah, the very next day, I wanted to go out. I didn't know what to say at first. But then I had to acknowledge the message. So I was like, oh, it's fine. And then every other person started replying to. I was saying, oh, thank you so much for the information. I was like, yeah, thanking this person for canceling on you. Are you serious right now? Like, didn't you have your week planned out? You're thanking someone that actually changed your week. Why are you thanking this person? And every other person, everybody just took it with so much grace. And then I wondered why. I mean, if it was somebody else that did that, I know, even if I did not tell the person, oh, you messed up, I will say it in my head. I'll be like, oh, here we go again. Why is this person always doing this? Well, you know you'll not be ready for this meeting, or you'll not be available for this meeting. Why did you fix this time? What is it? Why are you doing this? But then I realized I couldn't do that. Number one, I felt because of the value that we all wanted to get from this person. So we couldn't say anything about the fact that the meeting was cancelled or postponed. We were fine with it because we were the one that wanted to gain value from this person. So if this person says, oh, I'm moving the meeting to next week, we still have to wait because we want to learn, we want to gain, we want to know something about something from this person, right? So it all makes sense. But more than that, I was thinking from the perspective of this person. For all of us to not say anything, it's because this person has a track record. This person has over time proven to be reliable, to be resourceful, to be faithful. This person has proven to be bankable. So when something happened or when there was a change in plan, we all weren't thinking about what happened that moment. We were mostly thinking about what this person has done over time. So over time, this person has been this and that and that. It just clicked that moment doesn't matter as much as patterns. Patterns matter most. Before people think about something that is happening right now, about change, they think about the things that you've always done. So let's take, for example, when we're in high school, when we're in secondary school, as we call it here, there were people that always scored 10 over 10 in their homework. They always scored 10 over 10, maybe 9 over 10. That's if they didn't do well. But one day they just scored 2 over 10. They scored 3 over 10. And everybody is shocked. The teacher is shocked. And the kind of school that I attended, the teachers will call you. They'll be like, what happened? What happened throughout the weekend? Were your parents at home? Did something happen to you? Were you home? Did you travel? They would want to know what happened. Why did you feel so drastically? Like, why are you scoring below what you normally would score? Because they realize that something must have triggered it. Something must have happened. So they give you the benefit of the doubt. But for someone that is always scoring 5 over 10, 4 over 10, if you score 2 over 10, they're not surprised because, that's what you always do. But the day you even score 10 over 10, they ask you, who did the assignment for you? That's the first thing that comes to their mind, that somebody must have done this homework for you, or the person that usually does the homework for you was not available. So somebody else did it that day. So there must be a reason why you scored higher than you normally would score. And there's a reason why you're scoring way below what you normally score. So I just kept thinking, imagine you have someone that's always lying to you. Every time they open their mouth to say something, it's all lies. They are just cooking up unnecessary lies. And you are just so used to it that the day they even say something that is kind of plausible, you are calling 2, 4, 5 persons to confirm what they just said. Oh, someone said this. Is it true? Because you know that all they've always said to you were lies. So you are shocked. You want to know if this is also a lie or this is really, really true. Same thing applies to bullies. Imagine you have somebody that's always bullying you. Someone that always does something, that is not nice to you. The first time they will do something really good for you, you will ask them, why are you doing this? Because you have always been a bully to me. So why are you being nice all of a sudden? I hope you're not trying to get my kidney and sell, or you're not trying to come ahead and do something with me. Why are you doing this? Or do you need something from me? Do you want me to give you something? Because why are you overly nice to me? You are never nice to me because they've created a pattern. And you have recognized that pattern consciously or unconsciously. That's what our brain does. So after recognizing that pattern, when there's a change in that pattern, you are thinking outside the box. You are thinking something must have happened. You are thinking, oh, there surely is a reason why this thing is happening this way, why there's a detour, why they are doing something different from what they've always done to you. And why we couldn't object, I just kept thinking about it. This lady had built a reputation, and reputation speaks louder than your words. Before you speak, your reputation speaks. Have you ever been in a situation where they just mention somebody's name and you're like, oh, I know the person? But before you can even say, oh, I know the person, something popped in your head. Oh, that bully. Oh, that person that always comes to my DM to ask me for money. Oh, you mean that girl that tarnishes people's image? Oh, you mean that person that gossips? Like, you might probably not say out. You might just say, oh yeah, I know the person. But in your mind, you already picture them. And that is why you can say, oh, I know this person, because you remember they have a pattern. You remember there's a reputation. You remember there's something they've always done. It all just makes sense why the Bible keeps admonishing us to be faithful and to build trust. I mean, so many times in the Bible we've been admonished. So many stories in the Bible that talks about faithfulness, whether you're a leader, whether you're a servant, in whatever, capacity that you found yourself. There's so many stories about being faithful in the Bible. And it all just makes sense because when you are faithful, you are building trust. And when you are building trust, you are building something solid. And when you are building something solid, there is a huge chance of you being recognized. No wonder the Bible says that, see a man that is diligent in his work, he will stand before kings and not mere men. For you to stand before kings and not mere men, there's a track record of your diligence. There's a track record of your faithfulness. People have tested you. They've tested your services. You say, oh, you render this particular service. They've asked you to do something for them and you've done it so well. Maybe you are a seamstress or you are a fashion designer. You draw sketches and you cut and you sew. People have given you work. They say, oh, I actually want something simple. Can you sketch something up for me? And you sketch something for them. You've cut it, you've sewed, and it was so marvelous. They're like, oh, and you delivered on time. There was attention to detail. There was all of these things that matters, right? And another person asks you, you do the same thing. Before you know it, somebody sees another person wearing your work and they're like, oh, I love this. Who made it for you? You're like, oh, I have a fashion designer that does that. She's like, okay, I like the way she works. Can you, send me their location or their details? I really want to reach out. I have something I want to do. And before you know it, you are making dresses for big people in the society, not just your friends, not just the people you know in your church, not just the people in your neighborhood. Why? Because over time, you've created, this trust around your brand. So even personally, as a person, we should create trust around our personal brands. It's so important because I believe reputation is like our savings account. We make deposits, we work, we get money, we make deposits. Somebody gifted us money, we put money inside. There's always a deposit, right? And when we are in need of money, you go back into that account and you withdraw. If you hadn't deposited anything, you wouldn't be able to withdraw anything. So it's the same way with our reputation. Whatever we deposit in our reputation is what we gain at the end of the day. And I just have to keep asking myself this question, that have I become someone who has earned grace? If I was the one that postponed a meeting, would people extend me the same grace? And honestly, this week, maybe somebody will have a reason to extend grace to you. Or maybe you will have a reason to extend grace to somebody else. Whatever the case may be, remember that patterns matter more than moments. So, keep showing up, keep being faithful, keep becoming someone whose character speaks before their words. And thank you for working with me today. I love you. Please take care of yourself. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.